Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is How to Play Fractured Space. I am going to endeavor to tell you exactly how to play Fractured Space within 7 minutes. Here we go. So, first things first, what is Fractured Space? Well, Fractured Space is a multiplayer space combat game that involves destroying your opponent's ships with the objective of capturing the enemy base. So, in Fractured Space, the map and control of territory are very important if you want to win. There are two lanes. One is called Alpha, one is called Beta, and at the end of each lane there is an entry point. And the entry point is a way for ships from the nearest base to jump into that lane. So within each lane there are 3 mining stations, and mining stations are absolutely key to victory. Now, what you need to do to capture a mining station is simply roll up within the bubble and just sit there. Simple as that. And you'll start capturing it. As soon as you have captured it, that means that you will start getting points towards your next upgrade. Now, upgrades affect the entire team, and all you need to do to get more upgrades faster is capture more mining stations. The more upgrades you get, the more powerful your entire team becomes. So it really is very important to capture these mining stations. So the next thing that I want to talk about is Gamma. And Gamma is this area between both lanes, between Alpha and Beta, and if you capture Gamma, just like any regular mining station, then your entire team gets a massive boost, and it buffs attack damage, defense strength, and capture speed, so it can really be very pivotal if you're wanting to assault the enemy team at a certain moment. You wait for Gamma, you capture Gamma, and then you push up to the enemy base. It's that sort of strategy that you can employ should you wish to do so. But Gamma is very important, and if the enemy team captures it, then they could be knocking on your front door very soon indeed. Finally, at each end of the map, there is a base, and you have one, and your enemy has one. It is your enemy's objective to try and take yours from you, to try and capture it, and it is your job to try and capture your enemies. Now, you do get some assistance in this when the enemies are attacking you. You've got some turrets within your base that will fire at the enemy, but at the same time, that won't be able to put the enemy off forever, especially if they have this Gamma boost. I've already talked a little bit about how important capturing stuff actually is. I've talked about mining stations and how capturing them will give you those essential upgrades that you will need to get that edge on your team. I haven't talked about capturing lane endpoints and how important they can be in the overall route to victory. So lane endpoints are just those warp-in points at the end of each lane. If you capture that, it allows you to jump or warp, whatever you want to call it, directly into your enemy base and start capturing it, taking the fight to them. So capturing a lane endpoint can be very important as well. So something I haven't talked about as of yet is the way in which you do all of the stuff that I'm actually talking about. And of course, the star of the show in this game, in my opinion, is the ships. These ships are fantastically massive. They look absolutely gorgeous, and they are very well designed indeed. At this current moment, there is a whole bunch of ships that are already in the game, and there are ships that suit every single playstyle. However, the developers have said that they are going to be releasing even more ships as the game becomes more and more fleshed out, and I think that is going to be awesome. However, we're going to talk about some of the ships that are already in existence, and I'm not going to talk about any one ship in specific because I would really advise that you go out and just try every single ship over the course of, a couple of hours or whatever, because it really can benefit you to know what abilities other ships have access to so that you can better combat them, but also play them a little bit better. So there are 3 different attributes that each ship possesses: attack, defense, and utility. Attack is a measure of how much damage you can output to the enemy ship. Defense is a measure of health and your survivability, and utility is a measure of how effective you are at supporting your teammates. I've already said that you should go out and try as many ships as you possibly can, and they can be unlocked through the in-game tech tree using in-game currency. Now, the way that you get this in-game currency is simply by playing games. If you win a game, you get more. If you lose a game, you still get some, but you get a little bit less. So it really encourages you to go out and play some games in order to try out some brand new ships. You can also, to some extent, adjust the weapons and systems that are actually on the ship. If you head to the loadout menu, then you can adjust some weapons and some systems to suit your playstyle. In addition to this, there is also a system which allows you to customize your crew members on board your ship. Now, this doesn't have a huge difference, but it can make a very, very crucial impact if done properly. And once again, this is just another way that you can refine your playstyle. Have a look at some of the different crew members that are up for offer and try them out, see what you think, see if they make that difference that is key to you, and stick them on your ship if you want them on board. So finally we get to how the ships are actually controlled, and the controls are very, very simple, and even somebody who has no idea how to play Fractured Space can easily jump on in and find it very, very easy. So W, A, S, and D are the primary controls. That is forwards, backwards, turning left, and turning right. The arrow keys are also used. The arrow keys go up, down, directly left, and directly right. And the difference between a turn left and a direct left is that a turn left actually turns your ship to the direction that you're turning, and a direct left just shunts your ship in the direction that you specify. You can also use the number keys to activate your abilities, and the difference between abilities varies depending on which ship you're actually playing as. So make sure you actually learn the abilities of the ship before you go into a game so that you know somewhat what you're doing. Your primary weapon can be fired by using your left mouse stick. Your left mouse stick? What am I talking about? Your left mouse click. That's what I meant to say. And your right mouse click can activate your secondary weapon. You can look around your ship by simply moving your mouse around, and that's it. That's pretty much how it is, I'm afraid. Pretty simple, it's pretty awesome, I like it a lot. So ladies and gents, thanks very much for watching my How to Play Fractured Space video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I loved making it. I tried to make it as concise yet informative as possible. I'm not entirely sure if I've included all of the relevant stuff in here, but I think I've got most of it. I hope I've got most of it anyway. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more of the stuff that I do, then subscribing to my YouTube channel would be amazing, or even just liking this video is fantastic, because it helps a lot. It really, really does. Anyway, ladies and gents, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.